Alright guys, welcome back. So the main purpose of this video is to kind of see what the difference between Windbreak and Glide is. I was strongly considering trying out the accurate Windbreak warship versus the Glide, just to see if it would maybe make me more accurate, since I use it a lot more than my SV. Currently the SV is the other mid-range that I bag that's accurate Windbreak, but the warship is accurate Glide, and I use the warship a lot more. So I wondered if I'd benefit from going to the Windbreak. So here we go. I picked a hole that has just a nice straight fairway to start, and I wanted to find a nice big headwind, since I figure that's when it's going to make the most difference. So this is the Accurate Glide warship. We're going to go as straight into the wind as we can here. Straight down pull. And let's see what we come up with. I'm going to throw it 3 times with each. So 319. Again, same aim point, straight down, Accurate Glide warship. This one's going to give us 310. And same thing. We get 316. So we got an average of 315 for the warship, the Accurate Glide warship. Now it's the Accurate Windbreak. And let's see how it fares in a big headwind. So definitely much shorter, 284. This kind of surprised me a little bit. I thought they'd be pretty similar in a big headwind. But you can see here, that one's a 283. And the third one, this looks a little farther, at 291. So average of 286, which is dang near 30 feet shorter. So that was pretty eye-opening for me, as I thought they'd be pretty similar in a big headwind. So now we're going to compare this is the Glide Roll Rive in the same wind, and then we're going to throw a Windbreak Roll Rive, just to see the difference in the Glide feature versus the Windbreak feature for the driver as well. So I'm trying to figure out which water skip disc I would want. Right now I have the Windbreak one, the one that came in the pack, but I'm really wanting the Glide water skip rive. So for the Glide Roll Rive, we're going to get an average of 515 feet in a big headwind. Now with the Windbreak Roll Rive, after doing the warship, I kind of assumed it was going to be shorter. And as you can see, 486, again, it's going to be quite a bit shorter. So I'm still a little uncertain as to, the benefit of the Windbreak. I thought the headwind would be the biggest benefit. But I had that question, that one's a little longer, 501. As a Glide versus a Windbreak, and the same other attribute for this one, it's going to be the roll feature. What's the difference in a big headwind? I was thinking the Windbreak would go farther, but you can see there the average is about 15 feet shorter on the distance driver. So this is the Glide Roll again, just to see, 518, and then we'll throw that Windbreak roll, and it's about an average of about 15 feet shorter. So it narrows the gap a little bit for the distance driver compared to the mid-range, but still, it's still shorter. So I just really don't know what the benefit of the Windbreak is. I would imagine, there we go, 308 for the Accurate Glide warship, and for the Windbreak Accurate warship, we get 293, so a little longer. It's at like 20 feet difference. So maybe like you can get more accurate with big winds and side winds and stuff with the Windbreak, but for me, it just changes the distance so much that I'd have to learn all new lines. There's really no benefit for me to switch to a Windbreak mid-range. I'm used to the SV, so I'm going to keep that one, but the Accurate Glide warship is staying in the bag, and I'm definitely trying to find myself a Glide water skip rive versus the Windbreak one that I have. I hope this information was helpful. I always wondered about the Windbreak feature. Let me know in the comments what you think, what's your experience, if there's any advantage to do the Windbreak versus the Glide. But for me, it just doesn't make sense. So there you go. Appreciate y'all watching me play some DGV.